one of the things that we're going to do today is I'm going to walk you through how I do my research. And this is really kind of hard and vulnerable for me to share with you because everybody does research a different way. And I don't feel like there's one right way to do research. And we're talking about product research. How do I find products that I want to promote, that I want to record, that I want to request? It's kind of a personal thing, right? And so me, because I'm at the point where I'm at, I am really kind of nerdy about it. I have my phone out all the time and I'm writing down notes of things that I see because those ideas lead me to other ideas on things to request and things that I think are people overlook, right? And I'm not saying that people overlook them because people will find them with technology and stuff, but there's stuff that's happening in the world that I think about regularly on how to find products. So just today, long story short, we had a family event. It was a blessing for a great nephew that we went to, and I saw two or three pregnant people there. And so I started thinking about this in the back of my mind. I've been floating with it all day. So I'm going to lead off with that. So one of the things that when you're approved as an Amazon influencer, you actually have back end to creator connections. Well, one of the things with creator connections is if you're not quite yet to the Amazon influencer stage, and some of you might be waiting for your videos to be approved or wherever, you have access to all of these things. There's a couple other tools that you can use just right on Amazon for search. And so I'm going to start with that, just the regular Amazon search, and then I'll get into some more kind of in-depth stuff. So when you go to Amazon.com, you're going to be basically on a page, not Amazon Prime, but we'll see all of these things here. So these are all of the things that are discounted or whatever. You can see there's different vacuums, different things. There's things that I've been looking at. You can see, again, all of the things that I've been looking at. Well, when we go up here to the top left and it says all, we click down and we click on bestsellers. And this is going to give you the top, basically 50 or 100 items selling on Amazon. Mighty Patch is really big right now. It's a very inexpensive product. It's $13, but it sells $184,000 a month. This is kind of a zit cover-up or a pimple cover-up for men and women. I see people wearing it all over. And now they've actually created stickers and different things like this, but this has a chemical in it. I've purchased this for our teenage kids, cotton swabs, toner, huge Owala water bottles. It used to be Stanley's, now it's Owala, and I'm sure at some point it'll move on to something else. You can see right here, I have talked about World Cup a lot. This is a sticker pack that is, connected with the World Cup stuff. And then there's other bunch of random stuff. Now, what you'll notice as I'm going down is that these categories are changing. So sports and outdoors, handmade products. If I click on see more for any of these, so we're going to go down to bestsellers in sports and outdoors. And we're going to start to see different things. So we've got two Owala water bottles. We've got a weighted chest vest for, I'm outside today. My dog is going to go a little bit more crazy. There's a Google Fit bar, golf balls, it's golf season. So air mattresses, fishing equipment, fishing stuff here, basically all outdoor stuff, soccer balls, right? The official knockoff soccer ball, pickleballs. Anyway, so this is how you can find the top of basically any list. And then over here, when we talk about breadcrumbs, we can actually go further down that list and get into specific details here. So we can do exercise and fitness. When we get into exercise and fitness, we get another layer down of machine parts and accessories. Then we can go even further down, treadmill replacement parts. So this is a mat for a treadmill. And these are generic treadmills, they go out. So then we start looking around for things. And I see, okay, 26 reviews, 33 reviews, 56, 32. This is a big one here, right? This is that little tiny magnet that just sticks on, it clips on. 42 reviews over here, 4.5 stars. So I might click right here, see this. You can see they have a bunch of different variants of this. So a bunch of different ASINs under one company. I can see here they don't have a Creator Connections campaign. This is a free tool that I use. This is Oink. Oink is sitting down here in the bottom left-hand corner, this little pink button. And this is where I would actually start to use the tool. So I'm on this page, and you can see there's going to be about 50 items exactly. Well, if I click on this button right down here on the bottom left, it's going to search this entire page for any products that have a Creator Connections campaign. And if you're using, you know, a done the tool, whether that's Viral Review or Llama Logic or something like that, it's going to search this page for any potential Creator Connections campaigns. And you'll see that it's going to go to one, and as I scroll down, it's going to be this one right here, and I know that because it's giving me this. This is a drive belt, so this is not essentially what I'm looking for. Another drive belt here. We're actually looking for the running pad, and I don't know if we're going to see any. But it did its selection, and it found two things that are on Creator Connections. If I wanted to request both of those items right then, I could actually just make this bigger, expand this, and it'll pull up these two products, and it'll tell me the brand names, the Creator Connections commission, and then sometimes it'll even show me how many videos are there. So there's only been one video on both of these brands. Now, they're not selling a lot, so this is not necessarily a product I would look at. That's one way, is to go through the best sellers. For me, personally, I really like going down the route of my notes and what I'm doing. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through 5 items that I've been researching today, like as of right now, and why and how I got there. So the first one was a pregnancy pillow. So I was sitting there in this religious meeting today, and I saw two women that were pregnant, and I was like, oh, I remember when my wife was pregnant. And I was thinking about, okay, what was the best part of being pregnant, the worst part of pregnant? And my mind just started going off, and it was sleeping. So I came home today and I started looking for pregnancy pillows, because I remember back then they didn't have them, or they were just, you know, they weren't available, or it was like a donut hole. It was really weird. So I found this product on Creator Connections. So this is what I did. I went right here. Again, this is Creator Connections. I'm in affiliate commission, stuff like that. And I just typed in pregnancy, and you're going to get a lot. Well, not a ton, 344. And this might actually be a different brand. That is a different brand. The first thing that showed up was a pregnancy pillow. So, okay, I want to track that. Keep looking down. Pregnancy jeans. Here is the product that I found. It's at a 15% commission, and it's on a campaign for a year. So I went and clicked on the product. Okay, I want to go look at it a little bit more. So I'm actually going to go to the product page, and this is how I ended up here. So you'll notice that this is the exact same page as it's loading. Go back here. So we've got 10 influencer videos. We're selling 2,000 a month of this product at $43. The commission rate is 15%. Right here it tells us, but there's almost a year left on this campaign. And one thing that I can guarantee is that women are going to be getting pregnant for the next year. This is what we call evergreen content. These are products that people are going to continually buy. This isn't seasonal. It doesn't have to do with summer. It doesn't have to do with whatever. It is something that people will buy. They will gift it. They will gift it for others. So who would buy this? Moms would buy this for daughters. Husbands would buy this for wives. This would be given away at baby showers, or all of those things. So I start to then like go down this rabbit hole with how is this selling 2,000 a month? Well, because there's lots of pregnant women out there, but also all of the people that buy it. So then one of the cool parts right here about Oink is it's going to say, oh, this is number 9 in maternity pillows. Well, that means that there are 8 maternity pillows that are in front of this that are actually selling better. Now, before we go there, there's a couple things I want to look at. I want to look at the carousel. So I've got all these videos, and I come over here. Well, there's only 7 videos. It does not have a full carousel, but let's just take a look at these and see what we see. So we've got the owner brand, and then we have 5 influencer videos. These are all right here. And then we have 1 just regular customer review pillow on this pillow. So then I'm going to go back and I'm going to pull up this tool right here. This is a break-even profit calculator that Fizz has put into Oink. So past 2 months, 2,000 have sold. Commission rate is 2. And if we want to change this because it's on Creator Connections, we don't. It's 2. Let's go back up to the top. It's saying 3, but home is 2%. We have a 15% commission here. With Oink internally, he's estimating that 26 people have reviewed this. The lower carousel is full, but again, we're still selling 2,000 a month of this. So the commission per sale is going to be $7.31. Potential profit per month is $11.51. It would take you 112 days, or basically 3 or 4 months, to break even. Now, I don't know if this is on a Prime Day list or not, but this is something that I would look at requesting. So if I'm on this page, again, I'm going to just click request, send my message, and I'm going to request this product. Now, one of the things I mentioned earlier about going down this rabbit hole with this is there's maternity pillows all over the place. So I'm going to click on maternity pillows. And you'll notice now that I'm back into where I was at the beginning. And that's why I showed you this at the beginning, is this breadcrumb of all these different products. So there are going to be 50 maternity pillows right here. And there's 2 pages, so there's 100 of them. So now I'm thinking about, okay, what other ones have Creator Connections? So when I click right down here, click, Oink is actually going to search through all 50 of these items. Some of these are not pillows, right? You can see some of these are like little beds. Some of these are pool things. There was one down here, right? Like a little pool raft for pregnant women. This is super niche. There's this one that goes all the way around the back, and it has a thing for leg. You can see that one sold 3,500 reviews. This one has 6,800 reviews. So it's checking all of these items, and we've actually found something pretty awesome. And I'm a little disappointed that I'm doing this live for you, but again, this is what this is about. This is a live search. So it's still checking all 50 of these, and it's actually going to be checking these down here as well. But those are my previous purchases. I'm going to expand this really quick. And you can see 1,000 a month, 1,000 a month, 1,000 a month, 2,000 a month, 400 a month, 400 a month, 100 a month. No upper carousel, no upper carousel. I don't really want to mess with those. I'll tell you the videos here, influencer videos. Now, if I wanted to, what I could do is I could actually select all, and I'm going to unclick the ones that I've already sent messages to. I'm going to unclick the ones that have campaigns. And when I click right here, request selected products, it's going to send my branded message or my templated message right here to all 10 of those companies. Now there's some duplicates here that you can see. There's 5 messages that are going out. So let's move on to the next product. We won't do the same thing. I'm just going to talk out loud as I'm doing this. So we're going to take off the pregnancy pillow. Those all messages are sent. Okay, I started thinking about summertime. We're getting ready to go on a trip to San Diego. And I started looking at tents and camping shelters and different things like that. This is one that I found. So I look at it. Okay, the product is $130. It's got a 400 baht per month. We're at a 15% commission. So that's going to go at $18 every time this sells. This is a seasonal item, but again, I was thinking about what I am doing with my family. We're going to spend 10 days at the beach almost every day. I want to have something that pops up really easy. It's a canopy. I've already watched the videos. So I'm going to go here and look at the storefront videos. So we've got 4 brand videos, and then we've got 2 videos by Beach Gear Guy, and that's all he specializes in. That's what it looks like. And then we have some other ones here. Some pretty, this guy, Jen Cooker, put it together, set up and review. Is it worth it? And then we have regular customer reviews here. So I'm going to go down again to this and see where our profit. Okay, it's a newer item. We potentially only have 2 other people outside waiting for this. I feel like I could get in the carousel. And if I had just sold one of these 400 per month, that would be $22. Now, this is not something I'm going to buy, and it is seasonal. So I may, kind of think about this one a little bit longer, decide what I'm going to do. You get the outdoors, which is 2% commission, but then you get your regular 5%, 15% commission here from Creator Connections. But the thing I do want to look is right here. What are other camping sun shelters that I can see or I can find? So when I click this, now it's going to pull up a bunch. We've got some for babies. We've got some big ones. This is the one that we were just looking at. It's number 7. See, some of these are not ones that I would necessarily look at. And I know this is a longer video, but I'm just kind of walking through how my brain works. So you could individually click through each one of these and see if they had a Creator Connections campaign. But instead of doing that, I go down here, I click on this pink button, and this is going to pull up all of these items in Creator Connections to see which of them have campaigns and which of them don't. Now, the one that we were looking at was right here. This smaller one has one. It's a little bit less expensive. There's this lightweight one right here. This one has like a walk-up mat, which is nice. There's a big one right here. It's 8 foot that you could fit probably a bunch of people under. This looks like a copycat of the one we saw earlier. Here's one for little kids. Here's one that has shade on the top. Another one for little kids. Some of these are replica products. They're just smaller versions. There might be an 8 foot or a 10 foot one. You can see these images are AI generated. A lot of them are, which that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to expand this. Who have I messaged already? I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to undo the ones that I have messages. See if I have any duplicate brands. White Fang. We're going to go, ooh, that's 20% commission. Selling 1,000 a month. 5 video influencers here. This one has 9. This one is a little bit more expensive, but it's bigger. We have a bigger family, so that's what we would do here. We keep going down. The one with no sales, I am not going to review. And I can see that because that's right here in the sold in the last month. Rhino Valley, 600. I'm not going to do the baby one. We don't need that right now. We don't have small children. I'm going to do those ones, Okay. And then we just request and send these messages out to the brands. And that's essentially how I find products. Now, if I'm doing this for 30, 40 minutes, I may go start looking at things that I may want to purchase. I am not investing in a lot of products right now. That's a whole different strategy because you've got to make that money up as fast as possible with those. And so I am looking for items that don't have carousels or full carousels before I would purchase an item. So I would do the same thing. Here's another product here. My father-in-law, who was in town for this blessing, he was talking about he has a foot massager that he would love for Father's Day. So I started looking at those. And if you can look right here, this is number 2 in electronic foot massagers. And then the other product that I went to is this doorbell. My in-laws don't have a doorbell in their house, so they don't know what's going on. So we were looking at getting this for them. And so again, this is number 18 in video doorbells. I would go look at the rest of the other video doorbells, see which ones have Creator Connections, and then request that process. I know this is a little bit longer video, but this is really going to help you to get into the mindset of what to think about when you're looking for products. And again, I have an app, not an app, but I have a notepad on my phone where I write down all of the ideas for products that I want to research. And sometimes I may go weeks without researching that product. It just sits on a list. So I recommend starting a list of products. When you see them, you're like, oh my gosh, those are at Costco, those are at Sam's Clubs, those are at Target. I see everybody this. I heard somebody at a soccer game talk about this. I heard somebody over here talk about that. You'll start to see things and be like, oh, people are ordering those in the thousands per month. I can get in on that little piece of the pie. Thank you so much for watching, and let's move on to the next lesson.